Hey, John.
Hey, Ryan.
How you doing?
Great. How are you?
Good. Day 18.
Yes.
We're reading out of John chapter 4, your book. And this is a moment where Jesus has just met with the woman at the well.
Right.
And she's left, and the disciples show back up, and they've been hunting down some lunch.
Right.
And they come back in verse 35. Meanwhile, his disciples urged Jesus, "Rabbi, eat something." But he said to them, "I have food to eat that you know nothing about." And then his disciples said to each other, "Could someone have brought him food?" "My food," Jesus said, "is to do the will of him who sent me and to finish his work." And that's such a powerful message for us, day 18 of fast right here in it.
Yeah, very true. And what I like about this is that while they were away searching for food, they were naturally hungry. Jesus was probably naturally hungry, but he was more focused on investing in the woman at the well, meeting her where she was at, that he put that natural hunger aside. And like he says there in that verse you read, that my nourishment comes from doing the will of God. They didn't quite understand it, but he understood it. And his purpose and his mission was her. And so, that's so encouraging for us, because as we look back on this, that's what he wants for us. He lays aside his own needs
For sure.
so that he might meet us where we're at with whatever we're dealing with. And so, we can take heart in this and hope in this message too. So
That's good. I've found this to be practically true. Like when I'm on a long road trip where all I'm doing is driving, just mindlessly driving, that's probably not safe. But as I'm driving, all I think about is like, what am I going to eat? I'm passing every exit. I want to stop and get that. Oh, do we have any snacks in the car? Like all I think about is eating. But when I think about like a Sunday morning, before I come in and teach the middle schoolers, I don't want to eat anything. I don't want to be burping while I'm speaking and stuff. And
they probably don't want you to be burping either.
Exactly. Actually, they're middle schoolers. They might. They might enjoy that.
boys.
That might actually get their attention.
The boys.
But I'll go like the whole morning and not eat any food, and it just doesn't bother me.
Right.
I get done with the service, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now let's think about some food.
Right.
Sometimes it's 2:00 before I've eaten.
Yeah.
But it's just such a meaningful thing to be doing the Lord's work. It distracts you.
Yeah.
And you realize like this is the greater priority.
Right.
I need to be on top of this. And you've seen, like, I get so excited about those baptisms of those students.
Right.
There's really nothing like seeing someone come to know Christ.
Exactly.
To fill you up.
Yeah.
And make you feel so alive and
Right.
encouraged, for sure.
And and it's not necessarily in our verse or our whole passage today, but if you read one verse longer to verse 39, you can see the excitement of the Samaritan woman. I mean, it says she goes into the village and she tells everything about what Jesus told her, and it says many believed because of that. And so as we are fasting, as we are setting aside whatever that might be, whether it's food, whether it's, social media or whatever, I just believe that as Jesus showed that he desires to meet with us and meet with the Samaritan woman, he's going to meet with us where we're at, reveal to us what he wants us to know today for our situation. And that might be a word of encouragement for us to hope in him for whatever we're dealing with. It might be a word for us to give to somebody else, that we could plant the seed of the gospel in somebody else, and their harvest might be today too, just as it was for the woman at the well. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you, what God's going to say to you, for what he's going to say to me, but for all our people at North, because it's going to be a good day.
I'm right there with you. So excited.